How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be continuing our lesson on multiplying polynomials using the algebra area method. So to start with, we just want to refresh your guys' memory on what algebra area tiles are. So there are three types of area tiles. We have one here. This is the area of 1 unit times 1 unit, which would just give an area of 1. And then we have a second one here. We have a unit of 1 horizontally, and the length distance is x. So 1 times x gives an area of a equals x. And finally, the last type of algebra tile is a tile with an x unit of length horizontally and an x unit of length vertically. And when you times x, you get x squared. So this area here for this algebra tile equals x squared. Okay, so for problem number 2, we have our first example here. It's asking us to multiply x plus 2 times x plus 1. So we want to start off by just looking at one component. We got x plus 2 here. So we draw an x area tile. This area represents x, and then 2 units of 1. So this is a 1 unit area tile, and there's 2 of them, so we got to do one more. Okay, and now we look at the next polynomial, x plus 1. So we've got here again another x unit. I'm just going to draw it horizontally so you can see it like a box method. And then we got a plus 1 of 1 unit here. So now we got our polynomial of x plus 2, which is shown here, x plus 2, and then x plus 1. So now we just multiply x, an x algebra tile times another x algebra tile, which would give x to the second, which we know as the 3 by 3 cube shape here. And then we got x times a 1 unit, which just gives another x algebra tile. Now we keep on moving forward. X times 1 unit, which gives another x algebra tile. Same thing, x times another 1 unit is x. And finally, we have 1 unit times 1 unit, 1 obviously. And then we have one more, 1 times 1. And now we just add them all together. So we have 1 x algebra tile of x to the squared, or x squared, plus 1, 2, 3 x algebra tiles, and then 2 1 unit algebra tiles. Alright, for our next example here, I'm asking you guys to multiply the polynomial x plus 3 times the polynomial x plus 2. So I want you guys to try it on here first, and then once you guys finish that, you can go ahead and check out the solution. Alright, now I have the problem all set up here. Hopefully you guys were able to find the answer, and if you had some trouble or you just want to check, this is how I'm going to solve it right here for you guys. You know, x times x gives x squared. X times 1 gives x. X times another 1 gives an x. X times another 1, x. X times another 1, x. And then finally x times another 1 unit gives x. And now we got 1 times 1 times another 1. We do that 2 more times. These are just these 1 units multiplied by this one and this one, multiplied by this one and this one. So we just add them all together. We have 1 unit of x squared, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of x, and then 6 units of 1. So your answer here is x squared plus 5x plus 6. Finally, we have our last problem here, our extension. We're going to be using algebra tiles, going to be doing the same thing, except this time there's going to be x minus 2. So there's going to be a negative here in the polynomial. And I want you guys to think about how this would be different, how you know when you're doing algebra tiles when an answer would be negative. You would flip it over, it'd be a different color. So when you guys are working it out, you could highlight it something different or whatever. But then you're going to be following the same method, and I want you guys to think about how it's different, and then we'll talk about it next time in class. Thank you.